Nightmare Ariola, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? So I'm reading this article on boxingscene.com. I'll leave the article in the description box for you. And like always on my channel, you can click it, read it, come to your own surmise. But Tony Bellew did an interview with Sky Sports, and he says that he'll be back in the ring November, December. He picked up that victory against David Haye. It was an upset victory win. A lot of fans think that there's some unfinished business there, being that David Haye ruptured his Achilles in that fight. So a lot of fans feel as if, Haye didn't get hurt or injure himself, he would have beat Tony Bellew. Even Deontay Wilder said that. And this is what Tony Bellew had to say. He says, before the year is out, I'll be back in November or December. It's Haye or Parker. Wilder's still out there, and I put up a tweet to put him straight after that video that I seen him do. It's between the three of them. It's definitely between the three of them, without a doubt, Bellew told Sky Sports. Okay, so the video he's talking about is that video. It was the Instagram live video that Wilder did a few days back, where he was talking about he said that Haye was whooping Bellew's ass, and he thought that had he not got hurt, he would have continued to beat his ass. So I'm pretty sure Tony Bellew took offense to that. Bellew, had, when Wilder went out there for the Klitschko-Joshua fight, they, had their little spat they got into. So, they kind of had a war of words a little bit, but I can understand Bellew wanting to, fulfill his dream and become, heavyweight champion. But when it comes to those guys, I would rather see, Parker versus Wilder, some type of unification, undisputed. You guys know I'm all about that on my channel. But as far as Tony Bellew getting a title shot, and he's preferring to fight Parker. He also goes on to say, there's unfinished business with Haye, but in all honesty, I love the thought of becoming heavyweight champion of the world, so my preference will be Parker. And I understand that, Parker, he's not the 6'8", 6'7" heavyweight. He's more 6'4". Thing about Parker is, though, he is a solid 240 pounds. I know it takes more than weight to win these fights, but that's what I think Bellew is looking at, guys that are more around his dimensions and size. Although he did say he will fight Deontay Wilder, who's taller, but Wilder doesn't weigh as much as Parker, but Bellew, and I actually heard an interview he did. Who was it with? It was Sky Sports. It was the media day workout for Brooke and Spence, and I know during that interview, he was talking about trying to stay away from the 6'8" type of heavyweights. Although he said he would still fight those guys, but he would prefer to fight Parker, and he's staying consistent with that, wanting to fight Joseph Parker. Now Parker has a situation going on with Hughie Fury, mandatory spot. Fury, well, according to Frank Warren, they're saying that they're trying to get that fight for September, but who really knows what's going on with the Furies right now, man? So if that were to fall through, I wouldn't be mad at the Tony Bellew fight. If months go by here and we don't hear anything from Hughie Fury, although he's the mandatory, and I understand that, but it's just from the outside looking in, man, it almost seems like, do they really want to fight Parker? Because that's a whole different other video. But if that falls through and the WBO allows him to just take another fight and wait on the mandatory, I wouldn't mind the fight with Tony Bellew, but it's not really anything that I'm clamoring for. I know the UK fans probably want to see it. A lot of the UK fans actually think Bellew can beat Wilder and Parker. Not all, but I've seen it in my comment section where a lot of fans believe that Bellew can beat those guys. I don't see him beating those guys. To me, it'd be a shock and it'd be an upset. I wouldn't favor Tony against any of those guys. It'd be an upset for me, so I would not favor him. But what do you guys think about this? Just getting it out there that Tony Bellew and David Haye, yeah, the rematch. I guess there is some type of unfinished business there. So that's the fight that I think most likely will happen. But you just never know with boxing, man. Guys get injured, failed drug tests, guys pull out of fights. So I guess we'll see how this unfolds in the next coming months. But Tony Bellew says he wants either Haye, Parker, or Wilder. Wilder, I want him to do, take care of Stavern, and then after that fight, I want to see Wilder fight, like the Joshuas and the Luis Ortiz and guys like that. Again, if Tony Bellew somehow, some way finagles his way into getting one of these fights, I'll watch the fight. But really, it's nothing that I'm really clamoring for. But you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.